What's up, party people? I got one today for my slow simmers. This is my favorite playbook to use right now in Madden 26 slow sim, and the QB traits you'll need to use on your quarterback so they play well with this playbook. If you have a lower overall quarterback, I think this is a really good starting place to build them up, to get them to play well while they're low overall. And heck, if it works for a low overall quarterback, it's probably going to work for a 80 or 90 overall QB as well. So let's get into it. Keep it quick and simple and get you out of here. This is my favorite playbook and QB traits in Madden 26 Slow Sim. So as you can see here, the first game that we had Spencer Rattler in the playbook I'm going to talk about and the abilities. He put on quite a show. He only threw for 18 attempts, but had 179 yards, no interceptions, a 77% completion percentage. But where he really took off was he had 13 rushing attempts for 155 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns against the Rams, which are a really good team in the slow sim. And then the second game against a bad opponent, he put up 48 points to 14. Had 22 attempts for 315 yards, 3 touchdowns, still no interceptions, but only 9 rushing attempts for 68 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. So putting on quite a show. Now let's take a look at what got Spencer Rattler to play so well in the slow sim. So as many of you know, I'm doing a slow sim league on my own. I'm simming every game, and I'm focusing on some franchises, and I'm trying to get the Saints to play better, and they weren't doing well at all. And I had a subscriber. I apologize for not knowing your name, but if you could please announce yourself in the comments, that will be wonderful. Talked about how well the Jets playbook is playing, and I had to agree when I look at how well the Jets are playing with Justin Fields, and I wanted to get just anything going for the Saints, and I thought Spencer Rattler was faster, but it's even more encouraging to see how fast or how slow compared to other quarterbacks Spencer Rattler is, and how much we got him to run. So the playbook, as you can see, is the New York Jets, and I have them in the vertical zone. Does that work that well for all playbooks in this slow sim vertical zone? I'm not sure. I've noticed that vertical power and vertical zone kind of get a lot of playbooks to be more explosive, whether passing or running wise. So I'm using the LA Rams with 3-4 under. It works for us in slow sim. Seems to be quick sim, I should say. Seems to be working well for the Saints in the slow sim, and I got them in the Jets in the vertical zone, and that is one of the reasons for this recent success that the Saints are having. Now let's talk about the traits that your quarterback's going to need to be even more successful using the Jets playbook, and I think you can use these traits across all playbooks, not just the Jets. So here are the traits we put on Spencer Rattler, get him to play so well. We have quick clock, hero ball, double back, and cover ball. We'll go over each one of these individually, but I pretty much just curated what would look good at getting a quarterback to run more, and that's pretty much it. I really didn't focus on anything as far as passing, but this improved his passing prowess as well, and probably has something to do with the playbook. But let's go through these abilities individually, and we can talk about what they do and probably why they work so well. So breaking down these traits here, we got quick clock. QBs with this trait will tend to escape the pocket after making their first read. That gets them running right away. And then even if they do sit in the pocket a little bit, you have hero ball. QBs with this trait will attempt to scramble for yards if they think they can get the first down. This is really good for keeping offensive possessions alive, man. QBs running the ball in slow sim is really a cheat code, and the faster they are, the better they are at it. And I think when they're around 90 speed, they just are designed to run that much. But hero ball on any quarterback, I'm telling you, especially in the red zone too, getting touchdowns instead of field goals, this really helps with that. So hero ball is definitely one you want. And then double back, QBs with this trait will scramble away from the sideline to keep the play alive. Helps you get some more extra yards. But if you're going to do that, I suggest putting cover ball on there. Players with this trait will attempt to cover the ball in big hits. You don't want to fumble. So if you're not going to run out of bounds, there is an ability for that, where you can kind of take off double back and you can tell your quarterback to slide or go out of bounds or avoid hits. But I want, extra yards, so we're going to do double back and cover the ball. So that's it. It's nothing more than this. Quick clock, hero ball, double back, cover the ball. That's all it takes. And the playbook has Spencer Rattler probably throwing the ball very well, although he's not throwing the ball a lot. Still something like that you want to see. So let's take a look at the Jets real quick, and we can see how Justin Fields is doing in this exact same playbook. Another thing I wanted to point out real quick here is just how bad this team was playing. They got a win here. We put them in, I think, the Philadelphia offense there for that win, but they still weren't playing well at all. But here you go. 2 road games, mind you, too. I mean, I know the ones against the Panthers, and they're really terrible, but putting up 31 on the Rams and only giving up 17 and 14 points with the defensive playbook and scheme change, which is an add-on tip here, very well. So I just want to show you how bad they were before we made this change, and they just exploded for offense. And it all pretty much has to do with the quarterback. Here's Justin Fields. We'll go over his abilities in a second. He's not, the best. I think I haven't messed with his abilities at all. This is pretty much playbook. But the Jets are starting to play very well. 9 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Now, if he was throwing the ball better, they definitely would be winning more games. As you can see, he has 829 yards rushing and 8 touchdowns in 10 games. Breece Hall is one of the leading rushers at 705, 4.6 yards a carry, 4 rushing touchdowns. So he's one of the leaders there. You're running the ball, and you have a quarterback that's designed to take off. So you're not going to get a lot of passing. Don't let that fool you. This isn't the Bengals or, the Chiefs or some other high-scoring passing offense. This is running the ball. We're just trying to win here, So let's go and look at Justin Fields and what he's got. It'll let me. So his traits are quick lock, hero ball, perfect. Now this might be where he throws a little too many interceptions. He's got risk taker, cannon, and seeing ghosts. So I think if we put him, which I'm going to, going in the future, see how well he starts playing, we're going to put him in the curation of abilities that Spencer Rattler has and see how much better he plays. But he's got the quick clock and the hero ball, just take off risk taker, cannon, seeing ghost, and I think we could add up and over to that. Up and over is a great ability. You throw more lob passes, but we'll take risk taker and seeing ghosts off first, and go from there. But I just want to show you what he has, and he's playing very, very well. Let's take a look at their schedule. I mean, Steelers aren't playing very well in the slow sim, but you got a 27-3 win on the at home against the Steelers, and of course lost to the Bills, Buccaneers, good teams. Beat a bad team here in the Dolphins. Got crushed by the Cowboys, understandable. Beat a good Broncos team, beat a bad Panthers team. Panthers are no match for this playbook. Gave the Bengals a game, which is one of the best teams, if not the best team in the slow sim. And then absolutely put up some points here against the Patriots and the Browns. So I think this can get even better. We have a really tough matchup next week, which I can't wait to see Justin Fields with the changes against the GOAT of running the ball, Lamar Jackson. And they're one of the best teams as well. So we're going to be putting it to the test. But look, I mean, he is number 2 in rush yards, just ahead of Lamar Jackson. That's how well Justin Fields is playing and how well this playbook is. They're in the West Coast zone run, and they're in Aaron Glenn's 4-3 cover 3. Probably not the best defensive playbook, but let's just focus on the offense here. So that's my favorite playbook. My favorite schemes, my favorite QB traits right now. I think this is how you can win more games in your slow sim, especially if you have a lower overall QB. I know some of you have asked, how can I get Bo Nix to run more or this quarterback? Well, there you go. Those are the traits. visit the Playbook. And I appreciate y'all watching. Please like and subscribe. Got any comments, questions, put them down in the comments. I got you covered for all your slow sim and quick sim needs. Plenty of videos for you to watch, depending what you're into. Maybe you're into everything. And there you go. So just a quick video. Let me know how you do, and we'll see you soon. Peace.